Welcome to this last session of Understanding Yourself as an Entrepreneur. In this session, we'll look at the mindset of moving from being an employee to being a business owner. And we will conclude the series of lessons by playing the lemonade stand game. Our learning objectives for this session are to introduce the concept of business ownership. We also want to introduce the concept of making a profit and having a loss. We want to emphasize the need to keep good business records, and we want to make you, the student learner, aware of how price, customer service, and market conditions can affect the demand for your product or service. Here are some quotes for this lesson. From Ecclesiastes 5:18, "Here is what we have seen to be good and fitting, to eat, to drink, and to enjoy oneself in all one's labor in which he toils under the sun during the few years of his life which God has given him, for this is his reward." We believe that if you don't want to have a job, if you don't want to have just a job, then you need to be passionate about what you do. So whatever you choose to do as an entrepreneur, be sure that it's something that you enjoy, that you even love. And from the movie Snow White, the lyrics of Frank Church's song, "Whistle While You Work," we have this: "And whistle while you work. Come on, get smart, tune up, and start to whistle while you work." In other words, have fun at your job. Let's take a moment and think about our bookstore assignments. In understanding yourself as a team player, you wrote a paper about how the employees in a bookstore work together as a team. You considered the different team players and their responsibilities. And you thought about how these employees were organized, the business structure of the team, in other words. This team assignment was built on an earlier assignment in the session Counting the Cost of Entrepreneurship. In that assignment, you were asked to pretend you were a consultant to Mary, the bookstore owner in the movie You've Got Mail. You started a checklist of items to put into a business plan. And you were also asked to create a basic business organization chart for Mary to consider. In your journey from ignorance to expertise, you combined your experience from these various previous assignments. You looked at a real company, Barnes & Noble's bookstore. You created a business plan and organizational chart for them, and you did this using your experience and what you learned from the previous assignments. What we want you to do right now is to review your assignments on entrepreneurship from the last several sessions. Pull out your various assignments that you've written in sessions 3, 4, and 5. Look them over, along with any comments from your instructor or coach, if you have one. Have your thoughts evolved regarding business structure for the bookstore and business processes for the bookstore? In thinking about the bookstore launch, write out your thoughts. Talk about them with someone. Ask the question, what am I learning? How might you apply what you are seeing to a business for a bookstore to the business idea that you have that you want to launch for yourself?